the actual Alliance quest stuff so we can get 3 more daily quests. Oh, recruitment drive. Something seems to be weighing heavily on Lippo's mind. What am I going to do? I can't seem to find anyone up to the task. Oh, Firia, you have the wonderful habit of appearing exactly when I need you. I got a problem on my hands. Don't worry, the agency is doing just fine. The Earthenshire tours have been a runaway success, and if booking stays steady, we'll soon recoup all the recent outlays. Well, that's actually the problem. The upper reaches of Kosamauga are proving too popular. We're struggling to meet demand with our current number of tour guides. I want to address the issue before the burden starts wearing the staff down. You aren't aware of anyone in need of work who knows the region like the back of their hand, are you? A certain bandit gang comes to mind. You don't mean the bandits who kidnapped Dawn servant Uklamat during the rite of succession. I'm sure they know the area well, but... hold on, I do remember hearing about a group of miscreants who turned themselves into the Lance God not long after the Ascension ceremony. Apparently they were later released on parole. I suppose if they're willing to atone for their crimes and genuinely wish to make a fresh start. My inner abacus is clacking away. It says we should speak with them at the very least. I'll reduce the strain on our staff. Have former bandits give back to the communities they've wronged. Yes, everyone stands to gain much from a potential arrangement. Would you be willing to help track down these bandits? I knew I could count on you. Let's head to Many Fires and see what we can glean from the locals. Oh, the Many Fires. Let's see. Has Moby heard rude talk of bandits? I'm afraid not. These spots have been peaceful of late, plenty of time to fish. Although I catch a scrawny fisher in the woods not far from Deceiver's Mantle. Donavavta with crazy hair as bright as jingly shine. I wonder who he was. Oh my goodness, it's you. You came here with Dawntrail Clan seeking information about the bandit that waylaid me. Is there anything I can help you with this time? Oh, you wish to know what happened to Kesa and his band of brigands after all that. Well, I gather they surrendered to the Lance Guard. They even confessed the whereabouts of their stolen goods, that everything might be returned to their rightful owners. Sure enough, my merchandise made its way back to me. Apparently, some of their victims were so moved by the gesture that they petitioned the Lance Guard for a more lenient sentence. Perhaps that's why, well, while Uklamat granted them parole. I don't know how they are fared thence, but I've heard nothing to suggest they've been causing trouble. Anyhow, you'll have to excuse me, I must meet with a client in Urkopacha. I do hope we meet again someday. I was AFK, what is this about? This is about doing some allied society quests. Then we go back to, you know, killing stuff. Let's see. Oh, you seek news of the bandits let out on parole. Sneaky takers and the lot of them. They spread many bad feels in the village with their crimes. Cheese was not for them. Apparently they were eye-catch not so long ago. Moby dreads to think about the inevitable recidivism. I hope they've had time to reflect on the wrongness of choice taking and are ready to make an honest living. Ba-da-bum. Enemies of our bandits. So they turned themselves in, returned their stolen goods, and are now living in the wilds after being pardoned. What's more, it seems they haven't fallen back into old habits. Let's make for the woods to the south. That's where the angler spotted above Kesa, right? Hopefully we'll run into them there. I need more coffee. Bum. Well, there's ads. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, he's doing that quest. We need to follow. Ah. Bum. That's over, so let's continue. I wonder if I can see anything behind the blindfold. Some think I'm not cut out for fishing, and a man can live off scrounging berries forever. What to do? Oh, you are that salted devil of a sellsword. Lisa, I turned myself in, even gave back what I stole, put that light behind me for good. What more could you possibly want from me? I came to personally ensure you got what you deserve. You came to get revenge for the kidnapping? Quite the opposite. We come with a business proposal. My name is Lippo. By the way, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'll get straight to the point. If you're serious about keeping to the straight and narrow and making amends for your past crimes, perhaps you'd like to work with us at the Turali Travel Agency. Work for you? Ha, I see your scheme. Plotting to haul me off to the mines under the guise of employment, aren't you? Curse your black hearts, I dared to survive after I escaped. I won't set foot inside another mine while there's still breath in my lungs. Wait. That was unexpected, and all that talk of mines, he seemed genuinely traumatized. Video, I want to find out what happened to him. Hopefully that way we can clear up this misunderstanding and have a proper discussion. I hate to ask, but could you find Vav Kesa and bring him back here? He was awfully fast, but I doubt he could outrun you. Yeah, let me take my flying llama and catch him. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, I don't care how fast they are. They'll never find me here. Hello. What? How? Unbelievable. I ran full belt and yet... what's the use? Listen, I know what we did was inexcusable, but after it came to a head, we made an oath. An oath to never walk that path again. I won't bother another soul. I'll live out my days on the fringes. Please just let me be. You're saying this is all misunderstanding? Well, it's clear there's no escaping you regardless. Fine, I'll hear her out. But my fate in your hands. Oh wait, this way. I apologize if we frightened you, Kesa. That wasn't our intention. Are you willing to tell us why you fled? Well, before we get to that, I want you to be honest. Do you really have a proposition for me that doesn't involve dragging me back to those godforsaken mines? In that case, I'll be honest with you. Me and the rest of the gang first came here after fleeing Saktura. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but Charloan is being a hotbed of development since they found blue gold beneath the plains. Among the folk that got their hands on a drilling permit, there were more than a few looking to get rich quick. The kind of despicable bastards who didn't think twice about sending kids into the tunnels. And we worked for the worst of the worst. Day after day, toiling and wasting away, till we died or escaped. We eventually realized, so we smuggled ourselves out into empty cerulean barrels. You can imagine what happened next. The withdrawal of a foreman tried to hunt us down. So we fled to Kosamauka and to banditry. as much to conceal our identities as to make ends meet. Right or wrong be damned, we would survive. But when we heard that a Dawntrail Kuplamat spoke of our plight during the Ascension ceremony, we decided to turn ourselves in. After a time, she showed us mercy and gave us pardon. Even so, there's still that fear of what might happen if the foreman or his lackeys were to find us. Thank you for sharing your story and telling me of the struggles you and your friends have experienced. Let me assure you that I do not wish to bind you with contracts or change. I offer only the opportunity for you and your comrades to provide for yourselves, to make an honest living on your own terms. So, how about it? How does working at Turali Travel Agency sound? That's more than any of us should dare to hope for. But what if word gets back to the foreman? If someone shows up to haul us away and we drag you into our affairs? I'll need to look into it to be sure, but I honestly don't think there's much chance of that happening. Thanks to the efforts of the Dust Watch and the Daybreakers, Shaluan is no longer the lawless place it used to be. Besides, I've been working on a plan to help reintegrate former outlaws into society. I'll be sounding out the wing of reflection to see if they can support the initiative. I'm sure the new Dawn servants will give their blessing. Incredible, but you know, it feels like we should be begging you for the opportunity. We've burned so many bridges. I'll make damn sure you don't regret this. That said, what exactly are we supposed to do for you? About all we're good for is manual labor and pathfinding. But I do also know my way around a group fire after feeding miners for all those years. This wasn't part of the plan per se, but I think your culinary skills might come in handy. A restaurant on site would be a real earner. As for your comrades, we've been looking for individuals with an intimate knowledge of the upstream Kosamauka, who are also capable of handling themselves. My plan was to employ them as guides, turned protectors after thorough assessment and proper training. I'd say it's about time we got back and continued preparations. Vavkesa can meet us back at the agency in Dokpoga once he contacts his friends. Welcome back video. I reached out to the Wing of Reflection and it was just as I thought. It seems Vavka's fears were unfounded. The situation in the settlement fields has changed dramatically in the past few years. Groups like the Daybreakers have put an end to the practice of child labor, and the Dust Watch have all but stamped out the violent duels that used to be so common. As for the company you and your comrades worked for, they have long since been shut down by the Daybreakers. For its part, the Wing of Reflection is committed to the restoration and preservation of law and order in Soaluani. Any new unscrupulous drilling operations are swiftly dealt with. You needn't worry about anyone coming after you. Thank the heavens for that. In that case, we can commit to doing our part and repaying our debts. We've decided to set aside some of our earnings and repay for all the hurt we caused. You see? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Bum, bum. Thanks to the efforts of Liplu and her special advisor, Vavkesa and his comrades have agreed to join the Tural Travel Agency. With this influx of new recruits, the shortage of staff and that had threatened to curtail expansion into Earthenshire has been resolved. While his former crewmates begin their training as guides, Vavkesa himself will be devising a menu of delicious local dishes as head chef of the agency's brand new eatery. Be sure to assist him and his crew of former brigands on their road to rehabilitation. You have achieved honored reputation with the Tural Travel Agency. Requests. New stuff to buy. What news? No, not there. Hell back. That I have. The first are materials. That kind of thing. But yeah, that was the Allied Society quest for now.